Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to take a look at adding some automated feedback in your Panopto videos. Now first, you can see I'm starting in my Panopto folder, and one of the things I want to bring your attention to is the fact that we can add quiz questions and automated feedback into videos we create in Panopto, but also videos that we just upload to Panopto. Here, I'm going to use a video that I got from YouTube that compares formative and summative assessments. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the edit mode for this video. So the first thing I'm going to do once the video loads is I'm going to come to the left-hand side and click on quizzing. And then I want to choose the location where I want the quiz question to go. So I'm going to forward through the video here. I could play it and watch it, or I could just forward through. I know she's going to ask, when do we use different types of assessments? And then she's going to say summative assessments are used at the end. Let me zoom in a little bit more so I can get exactly the right spot. End of the lesson. And then there's a blank slide. And this is always a good idea to try to find a blank spot, or if you're building your own slides, to build in a blank slide. That's a good place for the question to go. Then I'm going to come up to the top and click on Add a Quiz. And then I can put in the question. So the question, I want to review the question that they just taught. And so I will say, what type of assessment do I use at the end of a lesson? And I can put in different kinds. It could be a formative assessment, be a summative assessment, and I'll throw one off and just put in informative assessment. Summative assessment is the correct answer, so I'll choose that. And then down below, here's the field that we're looking at today. This is the one that says correct answer explanation. And so this is going to be where you explain what the correct answer is. So here this is where I'm going to give my automated feedback. So I'll go ahead and say formative assessments are given throughout the lesson, and summative assessments are given at the end. There are no informative assessments. Okay, so I've given my feedback there, and if I want to add another question to the quiz, I can. Otherwise, I just go ahead and click Done. Some options here. I can allow the viewers to retake the quiz, which I'm going to do because this is a formative assessment. I want students to go through that loop of trying and succeeding. I can show their score, I can review the correct answers, and I can block them from continuing until they take the quiz. So I'm going to keep all those turned on and click Finish. Okay. So now I will go ahead and publish those changes. You can see here that I've added one quiz question at 42 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and publish that change and leave the editor. So now here's my quiz. And if I jump ahead a little bit, I know the quiz is at 42 seconds. So it interrupts. It brings up my quiz question. And if I answer incorrectly and click Finish, you'll see it tells you answered 0 out of 1 questions correctly. What would you like to do? And my options here are to retake the quiz, to review the quiz, or continue. Now, hopefully, students will click to review, and maybe you can encourage them to do this or give this in your instructions when you're teaching them how to use the embedded quiz questions. But if I click review, then it'll bring me back. It'll show me what I selected, and that's the wrong answer. It'll show them what the correct answer is, and it'll give them the explanation. Formative assessments are given throughout the lesson, summative assessments are at the end, and then they can click Finish. And then now they can either continue having learned where they made their error, or I would prefer that they actually retake it and go through the process of clicking what the correct answer. Summative assessments, Finish. They feel much better because they have a nice green circle, and now they can continue.